Are you annoyed that AI hallucinates and forgets things? Google has introduced Titans, a revolutionary digital brain that gives artificial intelligence real long-term memory without hallucinations. No more repeating tasks. This innovation can memorize entire books and even your secret wishes. In today's video, I will show you how this change will affect your life and why it marks the end of the era of dumb AI. Don't miss this one. This is Tomáš Černovský from Tomáš AI channel. Our marketing agency has generated over $50 million in revenue for clients over the past 11 years, and AI now helps us achieve even better results. My challenge for you is simple. Watch these videos for 120 days, take notes and test everything. By the end of 2025, you will use AI better than 99% of people and businesses, and that's my mission. So, I will also put this link in the description of this video so you can check it out by yourself. Titans plus MIRAS, helping AI have long-term memory. By the way, this is a really great article. It's a short one, so I highly recommend you to skim it or go through it. There are some animations, some infographics, really a really interesting one. But what's the reason? What's the deal here? What is Titans? It's a new architecture. Titans is a new neural network architecture that attempts to mimic human memory. While today's models either keep everything in their head, very expensive to compute, or forget, Titans divide memory into 3 layers. Short-term memory attention, like your desk, the model focuses on what it is currently reading. So, for example, the last few paragraphs. Long-term memory, neural long-term memory. This is the main innovation. Instead of storing thousands of pages of text in a cache, the model contains a smaller neural network that learns and compresses information in real time. This is crucial one, guys. This is literally how our brain works. And our brain is like the greatest thing ever, right? Created. It's just like super cool with the neurons, everything there. So you basically remember things from, 20 years ago, if they are important or if they ever, somewhat something interesting. But for example, if your wife tells you something 3 minutes ago, you just forget it, right? Because your brain or your head, actually doesn't think this is like necessary to keep it there. And inspiration from this is basically something that Google put in Titans and MIRAS. The persistent memory, knowledge that is hardwired into the model permanently. For example, grammar or facts about the world, which is again super efficient, right? In your brain, you basically have something like the persistent memory where you understand the grammar, you understand how the world works, the physiology or some things that are basically tried and true, right? Or at least we think it now that they are tried and true. But basically, you have these boundaries, how things works, and then you have something that you will basically store in your long-term or short-term memory. And if it's in the short-term memory and it is really important to keep it up in your long-term memory, your brain basically pushes that thing into the long-term memory. That's very similar how these Titans and MIRAS updates will work. The key element is surprise metric. The model doesn't remember everything. It works like a human brain. The more a piece of information surprises the model, something that is new, unexpected, or important, the more strongly it is written into its long-term memory. What is MIRAS, which is the second one? Before we dive into that, I would highly appreciate, guys, if you can support this channel, because I'm literally building one of the biggest AI channels out there, and I really need a support from you, because I can't do it alone, right? It's not possible. There are channels that have millions of subscribers, but if we stick together and you will basically subscribe to this channel and you will give this channel a bell icon, if you click on the bell icon, and also give this video a like, which is highly appreciated. Thank you very much for supporting, new creators in this era and new AI creators. It would mean the world to me, because I am literally posting, this is 100th video that I will post in a row, and I will continue doing that till the end of 2025. So I assume that you appreciate, keeping you posted and keeping you up to date with AI news, AI tips, tricks, some practical advice, tools, whatever all these videos basically are. You can just go through it. It's highly quality content around AI. So definitely thank you guys for the support, like, subscribe, and also bell icon. And I'm back to the video. So Miras, a theoretical framework. If Titans is the specific machine, for example, the engine, the Miras is the blueprint, the laws of physics. Miras is a mathematical framework that unifies the different ways of AI models process data over time. Thanks to Miras, Google has proven that modern models, for example, transformers, Mamba, RNNs, are actually just different versions of the same associative memory principle. It allows developers to build new types of models that are extremely fast without losing accuracy when reading millions of words. Why is it important? Today's models, or the previous models, AI models I am talking about, have a so-called context window. When you upload a 500-page book to them, they become slow and extremely expensive to operate. Computational costs grow quadratically. Titans can process a context size of over 2 million tokens, which is around millions of words, much more efficiently. In tests, it beats models like GPT-4 in tasks where it is necessary to find a tiny detail within a massive amount of text. So basically, they on purpose hid some. There was some hidden thing in this, or whatever it was, book, PDF, or whatever. So thousands of words, and it was on purpose hidden there. And then they were basically testing the AI without Titan and also with the Titan, if it can be found and if it can understand it, and it did actually. So how we can use it in practice? For example, analysis of entire archives, programming massive projects, personal AI agents, genomics, and science. And what's even more important is that are these already in Gemini? Yes, as an engine under the hood. Google began integrating Titan's principles into its Gemini 3 model family in the late 2025. Gemini 3, Flash, and Pro, these models utilize the Titan's architecture to handle massive context windows, over 2 million tokens, much faster and more affordably than previous versions. It is invisible integration, obviously. As a regular user, you won't see a turn on Titans button, but you will notice it when the model makes fewer mistakes and responds instantly, even with extremely long documents, entire code libraries of hundreds of pages of PDFs. And one more thing, special variants for agents. Specific implementations are appearing within enterprise solutions. For example, if you use Google Cloud or Vertex AI, you can see Titans Nano, a lightweight version, or Titans MIRAS. The combination is starting to be used for so-called multi-agent systems, which means AI agents talking to each other. Here, MIRAS serve as a coordinator layer, ensuring that all agents share the same long-term memory regarding a project. Obviously, this is a huge adjustment and basically enhancement of these AI tools. Because if you are just looking on it like that, if you won't have, for example, the let's imagine that you have some V4 engine under the hood of your car, and you want more power, right? So you then can add more, cylinders. You can have 6 cylinders or 8 cylinders. You can have some turbo there. You can have all these things, but it will basically gain in a size. It will gain in a complexity. It will gain in the costs, everything around that. Or you can you can basically approach this problem with, the task that you would like to make it more efficient. What it means is you can basically have still the 4-cylinder engine or 6-cylinder engine, and you can have the amount of power or even more power than the V8 cylinder or 8-cylinder engine, right? With the turbo or without turbo. It doesn't matter. It's just, compressor. It doesn't matter. It's just, the thought process. So you can imagine what we are actually here, discussing. And that means that these huge companies like Google and ChatGPT, also the other ones, are basically what they are right now doing is they are focusing on making these models more efficient, making these models more effective, and also in terms of reducing costs, obviously, and in terms not bulk in a size like hugely bulk up in the size of GPUs, CPUs, etc., etc. The power that you need to basically run these GPUs, etc., etc. The raw power, let's say, but they are basically trying to solve it so you can have much less GPUs and CPUs and still have super smart model out there, super smart AI LLM model that can solve huge archives, huge development projects, etc., etc. So I find it really fascinating, guys, and I understand that some of you basically don't, but me for sure, because this is something. This is gonna be a main topic in AI in 2026. So be ready for it, guys. Obviously, since this is a 100th video published today in a row, I would highly appreciate, guys, if you can like this video, if you can smash the subscribe button with the bell icon. It would mean the world to me. I highly appreciate it. We are literally building one of the biggest AI channels out there. So let's go, guys. Let's go together. Let's make it happen. Don't forget that tomorrow there will be another video, and also check this one out, because in this video we can see 25 plus AI rumors and news that were basically published or discussed in the last couple of days, and they are super really interesting. So definitely go there and check this out, and I see you guys tomorrow with the next one. Cheers!